Chili,
You
what you want
start
to talk
good
about?
stuff
What
already.
you want to
Hey,
talk about?
I want to talk
What you want
about
to talk
those
about?
Cam adventures. I want to talk
What
about
you
them Cam adventures in the Bay.
Welcome
Damn,
into another
somebody
edition
smacked
of
down in the
Dropping
Bay.
Dimes, Cam and Chili. We just hit the record button, man. We were doing some arguing before this show started. Well, I don't know what episode this is. All I know is from the beginning of football season till now, my man Chili and I have not missed a week. Period. Every week you get an episode of Dropping Dimes.
Station, I
It
gotta
didn't
get
matter if
moving.
it was Thanksgiving. It didn't matter if it was Jesus' birthday, your birthday, my birthday, New Year's. We got Valentine's Day coming up,
Yeah,
whatever.
we do.
Martin
Yeah, we
Luther
do.
King Day, President's Day, your day, my day. Didn't matter. We don't
Sheesh.
miss around here. We almost missed this week because there was some the way my travel situation worked. I got to check into the
Was
savings
crazy.
and coming back from the Super Bowl Monday night, Chili, I had no voice, man. I was sick. I got really sick the day before the Super Bowl in San
Uh-oh.
Francisco. And
You was
man,
eating the oysters.
no, no, no. It just like a lot of travel, a lot of work. We've been, leading up to that. I still don't feel great, but I mean, feel fine. But like, man, going to the Super Bowl, stop by Target, loaded up on the Tylenol and the Dayquil and all kinds of
Oh,
stuff.
sheesh.
Then coming
Hey,
back,
listen,
Monday was
listen,
tough,
listen.
man. Monday was tough. So I
Hey,
appreciate you being a little flexible this week because I did text you Monday night. Was like, I got nothing. I got to go to bed. And as soon as I hit you, we'll record later. And as soon as I sent you that text, you're like, great. And I think I fell asleep in the chair after that. So I appreciate you.
hey, no, you're good, man. Hey, just a life hack for you, just something that I want to share with you. I don't drink like a lot of coffee or anything, but one thing that does always work for me, when I am feeling like I'm coming down with something, a cold or whatever, Starbucks has this drink called a
Yeah.
medicine ball.
Yep, they do.
I highly advise knocking like two of those out a day, and you'll be good. The other thing that I've heard, and I'm not really sure about this, one of my friends put me onto this, creatine and apple cider vinegar.
Yes.
A shot.
So
Have you done that?
so a couple things with the Starbucks thing, get it without the lemonade because then it defeats the
Okay.
purpose. Get it without the
Okay.
lemonade because then it's like sugary tea. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So get it without the lemonade so it takes all the sugar out of it.
I like
If
something sweet sometimes, though.
I
So.
know, but we're not trying to get you sweet. We're trying to get you better.
Okay.
So get the sugar away from it. I heard the creatine thing works, Chili. For me, what works, listen, man, it's just so important what you put into your body. You know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like coming home and like being able to like have a bowl of fruit, being able to like take your vitamins, some zinc
Yeah.
helps too as well. Drink a whole lot of water, like flush that thing out. Like to me, that helps. The apple cider vinegar thing. So I'm on a little kick, and every morning I wake up, I get about 12 ounces of water, hot water, uh, apple cider vinegar, squeeze half a lemon, some turmeric, some cayenne pepper,
Sheesh.
and there's one and some ginger. Mix all that up. It's got a little thing. It helps reset all the insides, get everything you need, and good to go. So that's what I drink in the morning.
Hey, hey, one thing I do want to do real quick, because I always think that this type of stuff is important, recognizing the accomplishments of your friends and stuff like that. Cam, besides the amazing job that you did at the Super Bowl, I think we are about 6 months in from when we first discussed doing this Dropping
Oh,
Dime
really?
show. Yeah, we're about because we did our first conversation about this was circa the end of May, the beginning of
Yeah.
June of 2025. And one thing I do want to say, my man, you look healthier. You look like you've lost some weight since that meeting. And I've been keeping tabs because remember I told you that I was going to push you and stuff like that. And you didn't even need it. You said, nah, Chili, I'm going to get it. So I just wanted to recognize that. And man, you've been killing it. Whatever you've been doing, you look happier. You're bubbly. You got a glow. And you honestly, legitimately look like you're down a healthy like 20 pounds or something like that. So
Thanks, Chili.
I wanted to show some love to my guy Cam Cox for
You
really putting in that work while he doesn't stop working. You don't stop working. You're always on TV. You're doing this podcast with your boy. Like it doesn't ever stop with you. So I
uh
gotta give you
you didn't
gotta
have to
give you the
say all that.
props.
I don't necessarily like talking about all that, but like we've had a lot of conversations behind the scenes, and now people that watch kind of know. Yes, really on a health journey. It's been a thing needed for a long time. This career, any career really, Chili, where there's responsibilities, deadlines,
Demands.
yeah, all the above. Sometimes you lose sight of some things, and this has been for me. It's been very important for a while. There were some goals I hit last year, some other things I was working on in my life that I was able to get right, and now this year I got some other goals that we're working on too as well. And it's been a really good refocus, man. I appreciate you saying that. That means a lot, and we're just gonna keep grinding, man. And I listen. It's important for people out there to know you can change some things. I'll just say
For
this:
sure.
it's you have to do it. You have to do it, and you got to move your feet. You got to move your feet. And a quote that I'm always reminded of is this is not inspirational, but it's what I kind of think about sometimes. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. And the reason I say that
Yes.
is because you got to move in some silence. You and I don't talk about that stuff a lot. You know what I mean?
No, for
You'll
sure.
ask every now and then, but you gotta do some things on your own, and you gotta move your feet on your own, and you gotta do a lot of research and stuff on your own, gain some knowledge, and improve things on your own. And so, my biggest advice to people is keep moving your feet. I don't care what it is, big, small, little. It doesn't matter. Keep moving your feet. Figure out
All
ways
right.
to keep moving your feet. And so, Chili, I appreciate that.
No, for sure, man. Hey, listen, you had a big weekend. I had a cool weekend. I went to Vegas, watched a 7-on-7 tournament, which I know you hate, but I had to support our guys, all our
Were you?
Arizona
Were you?
guys
Were,
out
were
there.
you? Was there that there was another fight? That was not
No,
at
not
that
at the
one.
not at
Not
the
at
one
that
that
one.
I was
Okay.
at. Not at the
Okay.
one that I was at.
Okay.
But
I
I just
don't
wanted
hate 707. I don't I just don't see the purpose of this whole thing that it's turned into. You know where you could practice 7-on-7, Chili? Outside for free with your teammates. You don't gotta go to
hey,
Vegas. You know what? You just
you
I'll just say that. There are some
you're
good
not allowed.
things. Your tournament is fantastic. There's the belt
Appreciate
right
that.
behind you. Look at that. There's the belt. We
You know
know a
the deal.
handful of people that run teams the right way. Uh, we also have seen a lot of examples that are the wrong way. So I don't hate it.
Hey, one team. I want to shout out a couple of those teams real quick before we
Sure.
get to all your Bay Area adventures. I got to watch the Dolphins, the number one team in the country according to Zorts, which is like the national 7-on-7 rankings. They're quarterbacked by Sawyer Hales from Queen Creek, all
Ooh.
Arizona kids. Absolutely
How
fantastic
how
group.
old are these kids? What are we talking
They're
about?
all high school kids. They're all high school. It was high school varsity. So
Okay.
these guys were mostly, I would say, 17U or something like that, 18U.
Zork
Um,
plays who is the quarterback?
uh, the quarterback is Sawyer Hales from Queen Creek. Was absolutely
He'll
fantastic day
start
one
next
when I
year
saw him.
for Queen
Yes,
Creek.
absolutely for sure. He'll be absolutely dicing up
Very
defenses.
cool.
Look for it.
Got to follow in
Caden
Tate
Young.
Reynolds' shoes.
Yeah, Caden Young from Liberty was spectacular as a defensive back. Young guy over there is going to be an absolute problem. Long going to be on that long list of super talented defensive guys over there at Liberty. Aiden Whitaker was fantastic playing both ways. This team came with 14 kids, 14, 15 kids, and absolutely did a thing out there day one, going 3-0. D1 5-star was out there, absolutely cooking with Caden Schluter, the quarterback from Higley. Makai Nelson over there, absolutely magnificent. Jordan Williams, a super talented safety over there at Bash at Perry, transferred from Basha. Phenomenal kid. They had a bunch of dudes going. 5-star. There was a 5-star team. I believe coached by James Jones and the Common Hype crew, which is a group of kids from Basha that started up a
Yeah.
sneaker store in Tempe and Scottsdale. Love those guys. Absolutely amazing story that they got
These high
going on.
school kids?
And no, no, no. Well, they went to Basha, but
Uh-huh.
they're now they graduated college and stuff like
Gotcha.
that.
What
Shout
you're
out to
saying is what you're saying is they just stole all your shoes behind you and are selling them for like,
I got I got a handful of these from those guys. These ASU dunks over here I got from
oh,
Common Hype. These Laser fours I got from Common Hype. A couple of
look
these
at that.
Yeezys over here I got from
Okay.
Common Hype. Support the community, right?
By the way, I can't stand Yeezys. They are the worst shoe.
They're super comfortable
They're the
though.
worst shoe.
They're so comfortable. Stop
Okay.
it.
All
They're
right.
so
They
comfortable.
they look
But
okay, keep going.
But
All
shout
right.
out to Brandon and Bryson Yamamoto. They own the store Common Hype. They partnered up with I believe James Jones and AJ Green, and they started this five stars team that they're getting their legs. Will Menzel was on that team. Jai Jones, both friends of the program because they've hung out with us, chopped it up on the Dropping Dime show.
Yep.
And they're super talented group. And then Tucson Turf won it all. Got to show them some love. They're going to be next week the number one team in the country. And then I got to show Jalen Strong love. He brought some of his young guys out there and they were competing. So shout out to him. And I think that this is kind of the feeder sevens for his high school team. So his AZ Compass prep team that was undefeated and unscored upon on his way to CAA Coach of the Year. So and a CAA championship. So shout out to them.
Yeah.
That was my time in Vegas. Cam,
Hold on, real
you
quick. Jalen Strong has done a lot of good things over there, man. It's
he
cool,
has.
and I believe Junior Spivey, former D-back Junior
Yes,
Spivey, is the baseball coach there now.
he is.
I believe.
He
Okay, I
is.
did run into him towards the end of the year. Obviously, his son played for U of A last year. It's great to see Trey do some things too as well and be back home here in Arizona. But I did run into Junior. I remember he was telling me that he was going to be the baseball coach out there. So listen, Jalen's done a lot of great things for kids, and it's neat to see that program find its own niche. And then I'll be really interested to see what Junior does. He's a fantastic um, teacher. And so,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to the game, like those kids will be lucky to have him. It's cool.
Hey, we should go do some BP with him.
Yeah.
We
Can
should go
you
out there and do some BP with him.
can
Take
can,
dropping dimes out there.
can you hit?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to teach us, right? If we can't.
Well, I
So,
mean, no, can you
I mean,
hit?
I can.
Do you have any
Yeah, for
baseball in you?
sure.
Okay.
I make contact. I make
All right.
contact.
All
I'm
right.
definitely getting on first. I'll wheel that thing
I
out. But
quit baseball because I couldn't make contact. Like I could pitch, could not
well,
hit.
tell him to stop throwing you the curve. You got
No, it didn't matter. Curveball, slow ball, your ball, my ball, left ball, right. It didn't matter where the ball was going. Cam could not hit it to save his life. I'd walk up to the
Hey,
plate and be like, "Man, I hope I walk."
hey, what was your walk-up music? What would
Chili.
your walk-up music have been? What would your walk-up music have been?
What my
What would
walk-up
they have been
music
playing?
was my dad
Yeah.
telling me to get a bat and a helmet and get out there. But I was never that good
Oh
enough to
man.
pick my own walk-up song. If I had a walk-up song, it would either be Limp Bizkit's "Rollin'"
Okay.
or Stone Cold Steve Austin's Glass Shot.
Oh, what? That's crazy.
Either one of those.
That's actually
Either
insane.
one of those.
I
Oh,
probably would have used like I probably would have used like
or I'm trying to think of some like 2000s hip hop that I really liked. Young Jock, it's going down. Maybe
that's a classic.
Swag Surf because I'd love to get the crowd involved.
I like that. I like that.
Um, Kane's theme song because man,
Oh,
when that fire
sheesh.
used to burn, you just knew something was about to happen. So,
Oh man.
there would have been some good ones. I was never
I
that good
pro
though.
I
I was never
probably
that good, Chili. I was also never good enough in track to wear sunglasses. I was never fast enough in track to wear sunglasses. I always hope one day that my 400 time would be respectable. I'll tell you this, I ran a 49. I could hold
Oh,
a
that's not bad.
49.
You're good.
No, but when you got to college, Chili, and everybody else was so much fat, it just 49 just was like I ran it once, and that was to me that was as fast as my body could go. I was probably more of an average 50, but like the difference between
Okay.
like 50, a true 49 day in and day out, 48, I mean 40 is like 30 yards. So it's just pretty crazy. So um yeah, I was never fast.
My walk up would have been Plies got him hating.
Oh,
That
okay.
because I like to keep the energy like that. But hey, I know you was out there at the Super Bowl getting work done. I know you was out there in the Bay Area getting work done, but you had a lot of people hating because you was out there at the Super Bowl getting work done. Um, I watched your coverage of the Larry Fitzgerald thing, and there was a lot of people that wanted to get a few seconds with Larry. have him breathe on the mic, and my man Cam actually stole the moment. I want to know. I want to know because I know you're not just a reporter that covered him. I know you're a friend. I know you communicate with him and stuff just like I do. You've watched him literally grow for the most part here in the Valley. What was it like for you to watch that moment and realize that, dude, Larry Fitzgerald, somebody that you got to do this thing with, first ballot Hall of
Hall of Famer.
Famer,
Yeah. Well, so what Chile is referencing, uh, listen, the Super Bowl week is a big week to go to by any
no matter
means.
what.
Getting to go to the Super Bowl, I don't care what you do in your career, is one of the coolest things, period. You're at the Super Bowl, and there's a lot of cool events around it. There's a lot of cool things, Radio Row, like
Parties,
being in that, yeah, the parties too as well, too. But there's just a lot of things to go to cover, to be at. It's a lot of work. They're long days, but like to get the opportunity to go to Super Bowls and to like bring the viewers along for the ride is a true honor. It's just one of the coolest honors because not everybody gets to see that, especially in today's day and age. Like it's just so everything is clicks. You know what I mean? So it's not really showing you how everything operates. And I always like to bring the public like along for the ride, and I like to take them behind the scenes and the curtains and all that to see how it really works. And so I've been to 4 or 5 Super Bowls. I need to count that up.
okay.
And so it's an incredibly powerful blessing to get there.
I
One.
love it, man.
NFL Honors was last Thursday. It was the whole reason we went. Very thankful for the management here at Channel 12. They agreed how important it was to be there. Like when Larry was announced a finalist, like I just thought it's just an important thing to be. He is the greatest Cardinal in my eyes in Cardinals history. And I don't think there's a lot of debate for that. Um, he's the second greatest receiver all time, and also in my eyes, like if Jerry Rice is 1A, Fitz is 1B, and I would even say Fitz was more
Fair.
talented than Jerry. So like it's like many people believe Tom Brady's the best quarterback of all time because he won all these rings, but many people believe Aaron Rodgers maybe is the most talented quarterback of all time. Like they're right, you know what I mean? Fitz to me is one of the greatest players to ever touch a football, like period. And
Agreed.
so when this
Agreed.
was announced, I just felt like it was very important to be there. And after the whole Bill Belichick thing, you just didn't know what was going to happen. I thought it was a surefire case. I know a lot of people felt the same way, but you just never know. And to see the announcement, hear Kurt Warner like utter the lines, a career Cardinal with soft hands, like Kurt to introduce Larry, it just was such a cool Cardinal moment. It was a cool, excuse me, it was a cool Arizona moment. There was so much bad news in Arizona last week. It still kind of carried over. But
Yeah,
for one night, Arizona fans, like our state got a chance to smile. And so it's just a combo of things. It's such a great Arizona moment because Larry represents everything that's great about Arizona and Arizona
for sure.
sports and the Cardinals. And it's a sight I will never forget. One of the coolest nights of my career.
Did you kind of like breathe a sigh of relief? Were you kind of like did you exhale because for me, I was waiting. It seemed like it was forever, but I was just waiting for something that said Larry Fitzgerald, and I was able to just I was just finally able to just sink in and enjoy it.
Well, we knew
Did
when the award was going to come. So, but like
okay,
you were just waiting to midway point to get to that point. And
wish
I
you would have
was like
told
looking
me.
for him all night. Like, like if he's in the building, it's going to get announced. Well, I had heard that he was in the building, and somebody close to me said they saw him. And so I was like, okay, I feel a little bit better about this. And then of course
Right.
he's the first one to get announced. Um, Very few times in my career, Chili, have I heard like Larry Fitzgerald speechless, like not knowing the right words to say. And he had to do a
So
lot of
overwhelming.
lying. He had to do a lot of lying last week, like because he was told a week before, at least a week before, when Randy Moss, his mentor growing up,
Yeah,
when he was a ball boy in Minnesota, you know, Randy let him borrow his car to go to prom back
that's
in the day.
crazy.
And so like he knew. And but like last week he had to do all these interviews from, you know, the day before the Phoenix Open, the day of the Pro-Am, and he had to tell with a straight face, I don't know. He didn't even tell his dad. You know what I mean? His dad had to find out just like the rest of us. And so like he had to do some lying last week. And then when we finally got the chance to ask him, like you could just tell it hadn't really hit him. He was coming off that stage and sitting next to the Hall of Famers, and it was just such a genuine conversation because you could just tell as we were just getting a chance to talk to him afterwards, and us being the only local TV station there, like just getting to fire questions at him, you could just tell like he was just processing it in real time. And he's had a week to process it, but it was still kind of going. And I even got a chance to talk to him yesterday, and it's still going. Like he's still working through his phone to get back to everybody. So it was a really cool moment.
Man, I couldn't have been happier for him, man. This is somebody that, I thank God every day. Like my man Snake really brought me into that circle, and and Larry's always kind of kept me close over the years and stuff. Even since his celebrity softball game, which is what me and Snake used to work for him. But yeah, man, I'm super excited for him. I am curious, Cam, with all the activities and all the things that are going on, the Radio Row stuff.
Hold on, I
Um,
think I have a photo of him and Snake. Where did
oh,
it
I know
go?
I have a photo of him as sheesh. I will run.
Here we go.
Oh yeah. That looks like it's at the celebrity like cooking thing that he does at like Dominic's or something. He's got that like chef suit on. Um, Yeah, I got a couple. I know I got a couple of these pictures of Larry and Snake. Obviously, after his like celebrity softball game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just no big deal. This is actually Snake's favorite picture of him and Larry. Um, just Snake and Larry just hanging out, grabbing a bite to eat after a hard day's work at that celebrity softball game. Um, so yeah, man, it's just been, uh, you know, I- the I exchanged some text back with Larry after congratulating him, obviously, and he did mention he's like, man, Snake's smiling down on me, and I just thought that was like a really cool touch. So, yeah,
And
super
and
cool
Chili,
moment. I
it's
don't
it's it's those things. Like it's all these connections that people have to Larry in Arizona that make this such a unique Arizona moment. So it's like
for sure.
that's why it's so special. Because what he means to so many people, what he means to us, what he means to fans, what he means to this state, it's just a cool Arizona moment. And you could tell how special it was to him, to Cardinal fans, to sports fans, to the state, and then we get to celebrate him very soon. Couple months in
Yeah,
Canton.
yeah, hey, for sure, and I can't wait. I'm gonna have to jump on that Channel 12 charter flight with you to get out there. Because I want to see that. I want to be there for that. I want to be there for Larry. So, but the thing that I wanted to know was, with all the activity and all the festivities and all that stuff
And
that's
real
going
quick,
around
I don't mean to
at the
keep
Super
coughing,
Bowl.
man. I'm
No, I
still trying to
know.
get over this.
No, I know you're dying, but we're gonna make it through. Since we started it up, we're gonna make it through. I want to know, like, what was the coolest moment besides the Larry Fitzgerald stuff? Like, what was the coolest moment for you at the Super Bowl at Radio Row? Was it seeing the Bad Bunny halftime thing live? Was it something that transpired on Radio Row? Maybe it was Logan Paul and Tom Brady almost coming to blows over some flag football stuff, or was it maybe catching Samaya Taylor Jenkins doing her thing? Absolutely cutting up out there. Super Bowl weekend. What was it?
Well, definitely is Larry. But a handful of things. I got to watch Brock Purdy coach a girls' flag football game in the dark.
Right.
He was pretty fired
Okay.
up about that. I got to catch up with Tyler Shuck, former Hamilton
Nice.
quarterback, rookie of the year, and get a chance to talk to him about kind of everything that's been going on in his life. Um, Man, Chili, I'm sorry, man. See, look at
No,
all
you're
this.
good. My
Um,
man. But he's
it's
pushing through.
it's
He's
listen, man.
pushing
It's
through.
late. It's I don't know, man. See, like this thing comes in waves like this. I'm still healing up. Um, What else? We got it to the Super Bowl was just unique. Bad Bunny was just awesome. I mean, what a great performance that was. It's cool to see live. It's better on TV. Those performances are made for TV. So you don't get the
For
same
sure.
effect watching it live, but it's still pretty unique. Um, Super Bowl itself was kind of boring. I'm not the biggest fan of the Seahawks and seeing them win. Um, it
They
is
might
what
run
it
that thing
is.
back.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
might run that thing back. They look
It makes me
good.
think how far the Cardinals are away from that. That's the tough part. So seeing the Seahawks win in a division rival stadium is weird to begin with. Um,
Oh, facts.
After the game, got a
Facts.
chance to catch up with Phoenix native, um, Rish, got a chance to catch up with a local kid too as well. Um, One of the Seahawks young wide receivers, Rashid Shaheed,
Oh,
um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Rashir Shaheed. He's unbelievable, and his family too as well. His dad was a track star at ASU, so that was kind of cool. Yeah, man, it was just unique. It was just, what do you think watching the game?
I mean, I thought the Patriots were going to come out swinging and do a little bit of better job, competing. I feel like they were after the first half, you could kind of tell that Seattle's defense had that thing in control and they weren't really going to let up. Um, I just expected a little bit more out of Drake. Man, I think he's fantastic and he's going to get other opportunities to make this thing work. But I mean, that Seattle team just looks so loaded, and I think that they're going to run this thing back. Hey, Cam, but before we forget, a lot of cool local things going on for a lot of our local guys. Another cool moment. I gotta talk about this. Some high school basketball stuff, but Jalen Williams' number retirement over there at Perry, I think was absolutely amazing.
Did you get
I
to
saw
go?
the cover.
It was
I
unbelievable.
didn't. I didn't, but I saw the coverage that Brad Sesmat and his Sports 360 AZ team gave, and I thought it was it. Perry did an A1 job. Shout out to them for
Yeah.
putting all that thing to put for putting all that stuff together, and the whole Oklahoma City Thunder team coming through the gymnasium. I think is so cool. I had a couple people ask me out and about in the last 24 hours though, talking about Chili. If you make it to the NBA, you should have your number retired. Nico should have his number retired over at Pinnacle, and this person should have his number retired over at
Oh,
this school.
well, did,
And
did you
like,
see what
is
the
that?
former mayor said? Greg Stanton, he said Jalen Williams is the best basketball player to ever come out of Arizona.
It's tough to argue.
Oh,
It,
Chili,
it's
Chili, Chili.
hey,
There's so many.
he got a championship ring. He got
There's
a
others. There's
recent for
others.
sure. Hey, listen, Mike Bibby had a hell of a career, no championship ring.
Richard Jefferson,
How many championships has he got?
at least one, right?
Does he? With
I,
who?
Cleveland.
With who? Oh, does he? Did he? Oh, he did ride that LeBron wave. That would be right. And so did Channing Frye, right?
I believe
Would
Channing
you
Frye's a title too.
would you say that those guys were better than Jalen Williams?
I have a list here on my computer. I mean,
I don't know, man.
it's tough.
It's a conversation. I feel like you got to put Jalen. Listen, I think that at the end of the day, the easy answer is Mike Bibby. I think
Yeah.
what he did in the NBA, he played in the NBA at a time when point guard was the premier position. That the league was so loaded with point guards. Like he
I
he
mean,
was a
you can
guy.
Sean Elliott, Mike Bibby, DeAndre Ayton, Channing Frye,
Oh,
Richard Jefferson, Jared Bayless. I mean, you could keep going
I,
on.
I'm gonna put him above the
Shahid
Jared Bayless.
Carson,
I I
Byron
like
Scott.
Jared. I like Jared and I like Jahi a lot, but I'm gonna put Jalen above both of those guys
Yeah, I'm not.
for
That's
what
good.
he's accomplished. For what he's accomplished in the league.
Yeah, I want to say Jared Bayless, Mike Bibby. I mean, Sean Elliott, Channing Frye, Richard Jefferson, Fat Lever. I mean, and there's other ones on this list that I wouldn't mind either. DeAndre Ayton, Nico Mannion, Brandon Clark is still in the league, right?
Also, So all these guys should have their number retired at their schools. I know Sean Elliott, I'm
Listen,
sure does. Mike Bibby, I'm sure he does too. So
listen. I don't know how
how
that
does this
all
work for
works.
everybody else?
I will say I do got a little beef with Perry. I thought the ceremony was unbelievable. We were out there too as well, Chili. I thought it was really well done. It looked awesome. It looked. I mean, it's first class as they get. But it still bugs me that they gave that street to Brock Purdy and then put Jalen. It's like
Yeah,
they honored the street with whoever's name they're gonna honor it with. I was like, you can't name the street after Brock Purdy and then put Jalen Williams. Like, give him another street. So,
yeah,
but
yeah. Give
it's
him
like
the other street,
it's like an honorary thing. If they name a street after your name goes up there, it's like an honorary. They didn't officially rename the street after
which is
Brock
crazy.
Purdy. Um, I mean, he's up there. He's clearly up there for winning a title. He's
I
clear. I
mean,
don't know if he's the
Koa
best.
gonna be up there. Koa gonna be
Coa's
up
going
there
to
in a
be up there
minute.
too as well. There's a lot
Koa
of
gonna
I
be up
just
there in a
the
minute.
players I list. There's just a lot of great players to come out of Arizona. We need to let him finish his career first.
I'm with that. I agree with that. Hey, also shout out Sunny Slope Millennium. I heard Millennium got their lick back and took care of business. Uh, Great game. So, want to show some love that way too. Make sure that we're covering our high school basketball
Yeah,
appropriately. So, but Cam, hey, I look, we got about 4.5 minutes here, but
yeah,
I do
man.
want to let you, I do want to let you get up out of here so that you can
Listen, man.
live.
I hope I hope people know this is like real. This is as real as it
No,
gets.
for sure.
It is near midnight. This is the latest I've stayed up all week, and it's
Which
I
is
pre
crazy because you were at Super Bowl. So,
no, I mean like coming back home. I've been trying to get a good night's sleep, and D-back spring training is super early in the morning. Been fighting off this cold a little bit, and I appreciate Chili being a little flexible with me. I don't know what it is. This
hey,
cough, I haven't coughed all day, and now all of a sudden my body's like, "Hey man, what you doing? What you doing?"
hey, hey, 365 days, that Super Bowl week is coming back up and just a possible sneak preview. Your boy Chili's already been hit up about running another flight club situation, just like I did here at home when the Super Bowl was here. But I've been asked and approached to run a flight club situation out there in LA when the Super Bowl's at SoFi. And shocker, spoiler, your boy Chili does have a place in LA, so it might not be a bad place to be Valentine's Day weekend in 2027. Cam Cox, I
Chili,
know that.
hold on, real quick. Your go-to gift. What you doing on Valentine's Day?
I don't know. I want to watch all those NBA All-Star
Okay,
festivities, but
all right,
um, maybe it's gonna be dinner at Catch or you never know, right?
yeah.
I might find a quick one and get up out and catch some a nice dinner that has silverware involved. So
What do you wear to that? Do you wear the shirt, suit, tie, dress shirt? Does it got a collar on it?
you'd love that, wouldn't you? You'd
I
love that,
would.
wouldn't
Does it got a
you?
collar on it? Is it got a collar on it?
Oh no,
Buttons? Does it got how many
I'll,
buttons? How many buttons?
I'll let you ask around. I'll let you ask
All right.
around.
That'll
So
do it for us. Thank you so much for watching this medical edition of Dropping Dimes.
go grab you a medicine ball. Hey, address Chili, Instagram, Twitter,
Yeah.
Snapchat. Check out Chili's two-piece. Beetlejuice was on there and Gridiron with Inside the Number segment. Hey, we are out of here.
I didn't think I was gonna make that chili. Woo,
Oh,
man.
Yeah, I'm him. Hey, 10 on 10, triple double off the rim. Yeah, MVP, that's gon' run a couple M's. Hey, spin a block, yeah, I said it. It's on lock, yes, I said it. Still on top, yeah, I said it. Hey.